receive the prizes that far we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Held to Biafra, consecrated nation, O fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending peace shall be a dedication. Spilling our blood we count a privilege. The waving standard which emboldens the sea shall always be a flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible unscathed we'll pass. When we are poised the wounds of battle to heal, we shall remember those who died in mass. Then shall our trumpets build a glorious sign
Abatobi ekwetego si Biafra bukayo. Biafra na ma original. Onyabo na malugo. Abatobi ekwetego si Biafra na we onu.
Biafra Restoration Project is on course. It remains sacrosanct. It is irreversible, and no amount of force can dampen nor quench the ingenuity and the resilience of the indomitable Biafran spirit. There is only one indigenous broadcaster championing the cause for the restoration of Biafra. Biafra Human Rights Radio. Of course, unstoppable and remains the beacon of truth. It has been so since yesterday, and it is today and forever.
Yes, sir. Once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscientious people wherever you are all over the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. As always, this is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio Station. Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio Station is being anchored by Diokpa Uche Okafor. Diokpa Uche Okafor is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is in Biafra land. He is the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. You see, when we heard the clarion call, the need to stand up and defend our motherland, the need to rise up against injustice and the government of tyranny. When we heard this call for total emancipation of the people of Biafra, when this call was made, ensure that we are not further emasculated than we have been before, to make sure that every promise that was made to our fathers are fulfilled before our very eyes. We have come out here to ensure, to cry, to yearn for justice, for fairness, for equity, because Nigerian state profess democracy, which they know nothing about. And of course, we understand a lot of turns will take place. A lot of criminal elements will manifest themselves at the end. And this is why I love the Bible so much. It comprises every area of life. That is the only reason why the book of Hebrews said that the word of God is a two-edged sword, with the ability to pierce into the spiritual as well as physical, even separating bones from the marrow, water from the flesh, and of course, is a designer of thought. And so, in all the ways, when we look at the issue of the Nigerian state, they are predictable, and I tell you it is pathetic. We understand the capacity, the level of damage corruption can be able to do to any institution. And so when Mazi Okafor made such promises, our confidence, assurance was renewed. And of course, till this very moment, he is making sure that nobody will set the next generation of Biafra. And of course, by the grace of the Almighty Creator, I am George Onyibe. I come from Agbo. Agbo is in Anyoma province. Anyoma province is in Delta State. And as always, I move on to acknowledge the father of the new nation. And of course, it's no other person than Chief Raphael Wazurike. I want to acknowledge the member of the Biafra de facto customary government, led by Alhaji Asare Dokobo, deputized by our sister, Rita Ada Anebogo. And of course, you have Uchena Sibu, you have Ike Nanwan Onenyi, you have Mazio B.D. Obinu, Adade in the Lord. Of course, you have Uchi Diokpa Uchimefo on the list there, Ugono on the list there, Uzurumba, so numerous to mention. Dr. Nwokenkwo, Mbadike, Ezekwesili, many wonderful, fine Biafran individuals. Of course, all the pro-Biafran group who has come together to set up this de facto government. Tonight, I thank you, and Biafrans appreciate you. Above all, I will go and acknowledge the member of Biafra Nation Alliance, those of you in the media department, those of you who are administrators, and of course those of you inside who were planted by Nnamdi Kanu. We are all doing our job. But of course, you cannot be comfortable inside Biafra Nation Alliance, and that is why we are not busy looking for who to call saboteur. We are making effort to point out the truth, to shine the light on the path that we must follow, most especially now that we walk closer on the higher way. Acknowledge all of you brothers and sisters, and then I must also remember the indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu. People keep calling IPOB. I must remind you, for clarity's sake, IPOB mean indigenous people of Biafra. We have indigenous people of Biafra led by George Onyibe. We have indigenous people of Biafra led by the family in Scavenia. We have indigenous people of Biafra led by the DOS. We have indigenous people of Biafra. They have lost it all. They are out of shame. They want to still claim relevance. All you see is just living in the past glory. It is over. And so the only thing they can do, most of you will soon call and say, leave Nnamdi Kanu alone. But of course, if you call to make such request, I'm going to listen to you, as far as you don't accuse me, as far as you don't lay emphasis on me, as far as you are not pointing it to me. I'll let you say what you have to say. But I tell you, until Nnamdi Kanu repent, he has made his water low, because already he knows it's only people like you who don't know. You are the one being used. And so if you are actually normal, you check yourself. This is my platform, and I come to talk with Biafrans who still have conscience. I come to talk about Biafrans who are stakeholders and who understand the precarious situation that stares us in the face. And then, without even saying anything, you come in there, and they are sabo, you think you are talking down on us. And so I must encourage you, indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu, those who cursing is their lot. The same blessing Joseph gave to his children, I give to you. You shall be unstable like water. For though thou art my first son, the son of my dignity, thou came unto thy father's bed and defiled it. And for this reason you shall be unstable as water. If we have broken the oath we took, if we have trampled upon our own brother in order to become relevant, if we have soiled our hand in the blood of our people, if we have stolen your money as you have claimed in the time past, let the Creator leave us at the mercy of our enemy. But I tell you tonight, if you people are the one betraying us, if you people are the one blackmailing us, if you are getting involved in matter you know nothing about, all of you indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu who are involved in this atrocity, God will. You don't have sense again. Now the Kanu is busy negotiating for mercy, and all of you are here chomping. His family members are trying to hijack the account. Chike Dozem is on the other side now broadcasting. We have given you new account where you have to put the money inside the new account. But have you managed to ask yourself a simple question? Is it about auditing, finance auditing that we are here to do? Where is the way forward? This is over a decade now. The only thing we can hear, Ego Idoji Obodo, Ego Banko, Ego Menkan and Car. You people are very wicked. You people are very wicked. Anybody who have seen the atrocity of Nnamdi Kanu and you cannot come up and stop that imbecile, all of you are wicked. Indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu, I need more of you. Call others. Tina Samuru is there giving you order. But of course, we will review your activities. You must understand that we have gotten intense with your nonchalant behavior. Having acknowledged the indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu, I must at this moment go ahead and acknowledge the Creator, Chukwuki Kabiama, the one who sits in heaven and preside over the affair of men. For without him, we are gone as a people. You are the Alpha and Omega. We worship worship you, O Lord. You are worthy to be praised. You are the Alpha and Omega. Lord, we worship you alone. You are worthy to be praised. We give you glory. Glory, yes, my Lord. We worship you, O God. You are worthy of our praise. O thou art worthy, my Redeemer, that was slain to redeem us soul, to rid us soul. I will join the hosts of heaven to rejoice and worship you. Igosiri mo biebere o mgbe adịghị ike chọma mo. Igosiri mo biebere mgbe adịghị ike o. Anyị na-aja gị mma o maka n'eziokwu ị mara mma ịhụnanya na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadio. Inwe gị mgbanwe o n'ọdịghị onye dịka gị. Ịbụ Alfa na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị naanị dị mma o. Ise ọdabimechukwu adaru ale maka ni ukiri okiko agbukwu se n'uwe nye ilu oge olenye pohale maka na enya mari no nwele chukwu rasofu na enyo fiari ụzọ enye yeme ekele na ọtọ mkpụrụ chukwu okike kelu igwe lali atụ mkpụrụ eziokwu ka onye na-emekọ na waye anụjekọda waye nyile ka ndo mego ihe lenye ime chukwu ka waye nyi kodo ru enye ka. And then people must be very careful what they do. The issue of Biafra has been considered as a business frontier to some people. The idea to sell your brother or blackmail your brother and walk away, it looks as if it's running our blood fluids now. But I tell you, if the only thing we can do, the only legacy we can keep the next generation of Biafra is to expose all of you criminals, ranging from the politicians to the activists to the media to every government parasitator. We will expose you to the next generation of Biafra. But understand, we mean you no harm. The confidence assurance we have, what gives us pride and determination to do what we do today, because we are fully aware, evidence abound. Of course, if you are among the next generation of Biafra, you are listening to us, my brothers, my sisters, you have a job to do, because we've spent our time putting up irrelevant activities. Each time I look on Facebook, I see Nnamdi Kanu wearing suit and posing. I begin to wonder, what kind of freedom is this? Most of you do not know that 27 years on, Nelson Mandela was locked up in Liberty Island. I wonder where he will be doing fashion parade in Johi. When did Nelson Mandela do fashion parade? 27 years he was head in Kemenekado. Was he doing fine boy, mad people? It's unfortunate you people don't have sense. And then let me leave it at that. Like every other day, we have to go back to our broadcast so that we can be able to point the sincere Biafrans to the right direction. Those of you in Anambra who are receiving Biafra Human Right and Freedom radio station, please go and tell your brothers. Tell your brothers. Those of you in Delta, tell your brothers. Those of you in River State, tell your brothers. And of course, we encourage participants. We encourage participants because on this platform, either de facto customary government or Biafra Nation Alliance, we are not your supreme leader. We are not looking for who to lead. We are asking all of you, come together. Let us give this struggle a push. Nothing more, nothing less. You must save your people from Nnamdi Kanu. You must save your people from Nnamdi Kanu and each politicians. You must save them. The Northerners are not revolting today. Not because they don't know the truth, but I believe the time is not right for them. They will rise up at the right time. I'm talking about the Hausa, the Nupe, the Gwari, the Birions, and the rest of them, the thieves. They will rise up today because everything, every activity going on in the name of one Nigeria has desecrated the land of Nigeria. The blood of the slain Nigerians is crying out against every Nigerian parasitator, and they cannot see the light of another day. I do not expect you to understand. But the painful aspect of it is that when you consider the issue of Biafra, the blood of our own people is crying against us. Are you telling me all those head and the Kano boys caught and displayed in the marketplace? Are you telling me they are asking God to give us Biafra? Consider how many people Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, ESM, unknown gunmen, how many Biafran blood they have spilled, and tell me who will those people be crying against? But it's unfortunate you don't know what you are getting in for. But don't worry, we will save those who will be saved, and those who are destined to go the way of perdition like Judas Iscariot, may the Lord be with you. Our topic these days is simply titled The Three Cardinal Points. The Three Cardinal Points. And when I mean three cardinal points, ordinarily we have four cardinal points. It could be transcended to the 4 market days. Of course, in its totality, this is the 4 element that governs the universe. I remove one because it has to deal with us. And when the Bible talks about Trinity, he would have talked about the 4th person. But it does not talk about the 4th person because we have assumed our position already. And that was why you see it manifesting in the book of Daniel. When Daniel was thrown in the Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were thrown into the fire, saw the 4th man. And of course, let me not confuse you further. As far as the project of self-determination is concerned, certain issues in our agenda is exposed, is supposed to be on top of priority. When we talk about Biafra agitation, when we fight to restore our land, there are certain issues, just 3 I want us to consider tonight. They are supposed to be on top of the list of priority. Because to restore Biafra requires so many things, and some of which we are losing our way gradually. Number 1, we should constantly ask ourselves a question. What are we doing to reduce casualties in Biafra restoration project? Number 1, what led us here? Number 1, every move that has been made, that has engineered men in time past to stand up against the Nigerian state, could be classified in the following. Number 1, the indiscriminate killing of the people of Biafra. Whenever the issue of Biafra is discussed from the past to the present, you begin to hear constant killing of people. Are we going to talk about the Aba women riot? Do you know how many people were killed? Are we going to talk about the Enugu massacre? Do you know how many people they were killed? Are we talking about the Agatu massacre? Do you know how many Biafrans were killed? Are we going to talk about the first coup? Do you know how many Biafrans that were killed? Can we talk about the second coup? Did you know how many Biafrans that was killed? If we talk about the genocide in 1967 to 1970, do you remember how many Biafrans that were killed? If we talk about the revolution led by Adaka Buru, can you truly tell me how many people that were slaughtered when Ken Saruwa moved the motion for the Bill of Rights? Can you tell me how many of Ogoni people were killed? And now I tell you, every marketplace that is burnt up anywhere across the land, do you know who owns those property? They just come to think about it. And then we come to this stage on daily basis. They are killing our people. Do you know how many people IPOB has led to their death? IPOB led by Nnamdi Kanu. Do you know? And I say, the blood of these people crying out unto the Lord from the earth. Who are they going to cry against? Against Nigeria that didn't kill them? Or against unknown government led by Nnamdi Kanu? Or against ESM led by Nnamdi Kanu? Who are they going to kill? And it is this issue of indiscriminate killing our people that has moved every activist, that have moved every genuine leader in time past to rise up. And of course, the case of the present agitation cannot be undermined. We used to shout, they are killing us, they are killing us, they are killing us. That language is not selling any longer. Because eventually, most of us has become the instrument of our undoing. And so when you say we are fighting to restore Biafra, on this restoration project, one of the things that must be on the list of priority is to make sure they don't kill any of our people. But today, is that part of our agenda? Is that part of our agenda? They are even telling you we'll turn Biafra land into Somalia. It is very pathetic that when they tell you how they are going to kill you, you begin to wonder. You say Nigerians are killing us, and as such, we have to stop Nigeria. And now, we have not stopped Nigeria. You have killed us more than. You have killed us more than Nigeria. And then some gullible people will still think some of you are making money. You are freedom, career freedom fighters. Go ahead of it. There is need for us to consider the issue of collateral damage. Casualties. We must prevent them. But it's no longer your agenda. And of course, on the night approaching, let us see what China Sanwuru is going to do all the way from Korea. But of course, for 3-4 days ago, they have started sharing WhatsApp audio. And I'm going to play one of them. And then we'll come back to this first point.
Amaka. Good evening. Because Amaka is very, very busy. Because niye na afya na Nigeria now karịsị Amaka. Iya na mbụ court angel on 26 being nwanne ụnyaahụ. The court ebupụtara Nnamdi Kanu na ahụ. Mana on 25th oge njere ka nje n'ebe a ka nje jefue ka njụ onye etu ajiga abịa the court. Enu m ebe ahụ ndị DSS na-agwa m na ha bụ si na Kuje bujezie anya ebe ọzọ na ọnọrọzi ebe a. So mbịa dị surprise jụọzi ya ka ezie the station ebe ọ nọ. So fa jụọ m onye mbụ nsị na m bụ nwanne nwoke. So no nwanne o senior brother ya ka mbụ. So atie si m na ọnọrọzi ebe a na. So no nwere ebe ebujiri and na gọọmenti sịrị ha gwa na mmadụ ebe ọ nọ. So negide anya amara m ihe ga-eme njeje pụọ luzie na hotel ebe nọ nenebe ibe nenechi ihe ọ bụrụ na ha atọmentile nye very very injury obubi ebe ọzọ. So anyị bịazie mkpọzie ndị m na ha nọ. So ndị Biafra m na adị eme committee ndị m na adị agbakọ n'ebe ahụ akpọzie aje n'ebe a nọ mee meeting mechie meeting iPhone weze vino oversee mana ebe ọzọ ndị mmadụ bataba. So mana sit up till now anyị afụbere anyị amabere ebe ọ nọ. So na message a na drop log abụrụ ya ọzọ na ọka amata na ọgụ nwere ike ịnụbọ ibido ọgụ na 9th of August. so anyị akwadosigo na a ga-ebido ịnụba ọgụ na Nigeria na 9th of August. O nwere ihe gị ọ bụrụ na anyị afọ elu data 8 ọ bụrụ na anyị afọ elu 8 ma na on 9th, so 9th of August na anyị ga-ebidozi bọmbụ ebe ọbụla na Nigeria. So na ndị mmadụ abata agụ, ndị ga-anụ ọgụ abata agụ, so etere n'ogo ndị mmadụ kwu ebe a nọ kịta ka m na-agụ na-ekwu okwu na anọ m Nsụka ebe a nọ na-eme training ground, so ebe a ji ga na-etreni ndị mmadụ. So mmejekwa Akwa Ibom echi, so ka njekwa jeje ebe a na-etreni ndị mmadụ na training ground. So na ọgụ nwere ike ịhapụ na Nigeria any moment. N'ihe ga-agwa ndị be gị ndị nọ Lagos, so onye ọbụla dị very careful. Ọ bụrụ na ihe dị eto ahapụ nọ nye nwere esi gasị ka ya nataba East, ihe onye ọ ga-efokọs bụ ka o ji ga-emewe ọba Benin Republic, onye ọba nwe Benin Republic ọ dịgo safe. So mana ọ bụrụ nke nnataba mgbadata East ebe a, onye ọ nataba East ebe ọ ga-enwe nsogbu. So na mana ihe na-agwa gị bụ on 11th ihe na mbụ 9th, ọ bụ na anyị afọrọ Nnamdi Kanu eto aji achịa na ka egosi anyị ebe ọ nọ adịsaịdị a na-ama gosi anyị on 8 n'abalị before 10 before 9 10 o'clock the 9 on 9th. So a ga-declare ọgụ ga-ada very well. So ebunete ego ngwa ọgụ now na Cameroon side, so anọgolu n'ebe a kwadobe ka eji ga-emewe ọnụ ọgụ ga-ada enwere ike ịnụ ọgụ na Nigeria at any time that night. So ihe ọbụla ị na-akpọ ndị be gị gwa ha ya ha instruction na mosel ọ bụ na onwe ka nsogbu ji ọda ha ka arụ prepare onwe ha luo gafee Kotonu ha ga-adị save. And onye ọbụla ji kịta tata bụ 29, onye ọbụla ji kịta wodobe 9th bụ ka ọ ghara ịbụ onye ọbụla ebido, because na that 9 ebe na etu anyị na from 9 na 26 anyị nwere ike pụta 27 or 28 declare ihe a, mana declare anyị ọ ga-enye nsogbu. So mana ihe ji wodobe ya na 9th bụ ka onye ọbụla nwee ike ịprepa onwe, inwe ike ịgwa ndị nke gị kọwala onye ọbụla kwado chele onwe na 9th na nsogbu nwere ike ịdị, ma mụ na onwe m na anyị ga assurance na ọ bụ na afọrọ Nnamdi Kanu load at 9 10 na nsogbu ga-adị.
Now, the people of Biafra must understand. I just have to play this audio so that you listen. Remember, the first agenda that should be considered is what we are doing to reduce casualty. Nnamdi Kanu has been arrested. Nigerian would have killed him and sealed the matter without anybody knowing. Nigeria did not kill him. Maybe they are doing Nnamdi Kanu double, because when this Nnamdi Kanu come out, we will check his ear, we will check his neck, we will examine him, because Nigerian who change Buhari can change Nnamdi Kanu. And now they are telling themselves, now this is supposed to be Biafra agenda, and he said it in Igbo. Does it mean our Ijaw brothers will be left behind? Does it mean other Biafrans who don't speak Igbo should be left behind? And now those of you in Cross River State, Biafran watchmen, all of you in Cross River State, open your eye down, because some of the things we are supposed to do. Ambazonia have more than 20 different pro-Ambazonia group fighting for the liberation of the Southern Cameroonians. The same way we are having this challenge, that is the same way Ambazonians are going through the same challenge, and birds of the same feather flock together. You have the Ayiba group and the rest of them. When Nnamdi Kanu leadership of IPOB are supposed to be forming alliance with sovereign nations, they are looking for tout like them to say they are fighting for freedom. And now I tell you, all of you, you will not panic. You will not panic. Is that Cotonou will save you? You will see the true nature of the Yoruba when that time come. Look at it. This is strategy. These are strategy of your freedom fighters. Check since this the Nnamdi Kanu saga with Obidi, with Dr. Kado, with Uche Mefo, with George Onyibe, among other honorable people. Check since this year, what did Nnamdi Kanu do? What is achievement? You are stupid, you are idiot, you are hopeless, you are rubbish. Is that not? Tell me one landmark you're able to cover. Abana we putara Nnamdi Kanu ewaga we kebi na agboko okwa we bodo ebe nine. It's a shame that you have lost it all and you can't even see it. In we camp on Akwa Ibom. You think Akwa Ibom people are stupid people? You think anybody, any nation, competent nation in this very Biafra nation, you think anybody is stupid? The genuine Igbo people, sincere people who are Nnamdi Kanu, you are making a mistake. The era of blackmailing anybody and walking away is gone. No longer in Biafra land. What Igbo Congress sponsoring them to destroy Igbo land? Go ahead. We are observing all of you. This is not the time. You people sent Chukwumanzogo to go and do certain things. You people abandon him. This is not the time anybody is going to abandon anybody. We will tell you the truth. One way or the other, people will hear our voice. This is what they are telling you. People who want to give you freedom. How many people have they killed this week? How many people have they killed this week? And of course, the recent incident in Obirolo. Do you know more than 50% of those arrested? In fact, do you know Nigerian police arrested a madman? Those people they sample and they naked them that they are ESN and SMN or Nungomen. Do you know one of them is madman? Nigerian police didn't know. You know. State arrested them and called them unknown gunmen. But will Hopus or them do something about that? Because all of them there are not ESM unknown gunmen. Innocent people have been included in that list just to make more money. And now, why am I bringing this up? Is this the same people we claim we love, we protect, we want to give freedom? Is it the same people we are doing all these things? We have this knowledge already and we know the consequence of every of our action. The people of Biafra should be ready before you drag them into any shenanigan. And somebody say, don't talk about Nnamdi Kanu. How many people has he betrayed with his sister who is in the police? How many? And then they are telling you Cameroon is going to. But when you cross that Cameroon, you will meet a fellow Igbo man in Cameroon who will betray you. When you cross that Cameroon, put that Ngwa here. We will tell you we are de facto customary government. You think we are here to, you know, now be in that corner. You think we are here to yab each other. That is why I tell China Sanguru, I told you Nnamdi Kanu, as far as your hand is not clean, you will not win this battle. You can profess righteousness and the image of God to yourself. But when the time comes, we shall know who is fooling who. You don't have to be panic. You don't have to panic. Nelson Mandela, even though he was a lawyer, Nelson Mandela, even though he was locked up 27 years, he coordinated his group because he did his job well. He understands the need to focus on these three cardinal issues that must be held in high esteem. You don't intimidate your people and pretend to give them freedom. I'm not in diaspora. I am here in Biafra. Told all of you, when I see your shadow around me as a son of Biafra, I will make sure your family will run out of Nigeria. I am your destiny and I'm your doom. Unfortunate. And so when you talk about restoration project, we should begin to ask ourselves, what are the strategy we have? Now let me tell you, the moment you initiate crisis, your demand may be legal. But the moment you initiate any form of anarchy, that is what the Nigerian military wants. They will rape all our women. Any community they will enter, they will rape all the women. Do you know the horrible thing they did to our sisters? If Miriam Babangida was alive now, if Stella Obasanjo was alive now, among all that spoils of war, our mothers that they kidnapped took to the north and shared it among themselves. If they were alive today and they are allowed to air their counter and spirit and our fathers, are you willing to sacrifice our sisters and turn to slave worker, sex slave? You just come out and threaten everybody. Chinasa is in Kuwait. His family is doing well there. He runs a printing press where they do yahoo on Facebook and then castigate all of us. Calm down. If you are not ready to calm down, please understand our position. Now, Wadibo Congress, Reverend Fadangwongo, all of you who told you now, come and see the menace is causing here. You see why we have to consider what we do. Because what goes around comes around. How do we manage casualty? How prepared, even in a serene environment like this one now we have in Nigeria? You don't have hospitals. You do not have, you practically don't have anything. And you think Cameroon will let Ambazonia go like that? They have formed alliance. From that very day, Nnamdi Kanu was doing broadcast with one of the pro-Biafran group leader. That was the day Nnamdi Kanu himself deliberately shot that border against that. Every Biafran child, wherever you are all over the world, if you really love your people, you must disassociate with Nnamdi Kanu activity. They will strike as they are striking. They will kill the uninformed brothers. But at the right time, they will see what they have bargained for themselves. And so any freedom fighting outfit that does not consider your well-being is actually on another mission, not to liberate you. Number two, we should begin to ask ourselves, what is the way forward in Biafra agitation? This is a question that most of you like to ask. How can they know what is going on? You ask yourself, what is the next way forward? What is the next way forward in this restoration? They don't know. We have been talking and talking and talking and talking. Of course, it's paying off. But after talking, what else? Nnamdi Kanu, as brilliant as he claimed to be, as wise as he claimed to be, Nnamdi Kanu was picked up like a Greek fowl. They just pick him off. You know, there is a difference between trying to catch a native fowl. They just pick him up. China Samoru intel all over the world. You couldn't save Nnamdi Kanu. And then Nnamdi Kanu, who can decide to play God and choose who die and who live. He couldn't save himself. Shame on all of you. And then there are some market women you are going to threaten. There are some market men you are going to threaten. And then after that, you now begin to circulate fake video. Hey, it's our pain not enough for you? Don't you mercy for us? At our disposal, we will use it to defend the Biafra land. What meaningful thing has IPOB done since the arrest of their criminal Nnamdi Kanu? They are dragging account and you can't see anything there. Look at Chuke Doziem, the imbecile. Charge and pay lawyer somewhere in Germany. He's gonna yes, we have a new account and this account bring the money. And the Darlington will come as it now. You don't see as the Pepe. Yes, in this account, none the Kanu family member will bring account. Everybody is bringing account, and you people cannot figure what is happening. Shame. Uruno meme. How long are we going to do this? There is no meaningful project so far. No meaningful project. It's supposed to be on the list of our priority. Essentially, when you talk about the right to self-determination, it's the right of the people to determine its own destiny. In particular, the principles allow a people to choose its own political status and to determine its own form of economic, cultural, and social development. Have we considered all that? Have we considered the issue of population? If things go wrong, how many people are we trying to fight? What is the population of Biafra when we talk about the issue of self-determination? Let me tell you, during the war, the Nigerian genocidal war against Biafra, some aeroplane landed in Biafra land. They picked some of our children. The idea was to make sure they did not wipe away the Biafran people. In different locations, they picked our children. Some of those aircrafts that come to pick them mostly belong to the Red Cross. They never return those children again. Have you tried wondering what happened to those children? With the level of sophistication of Ojukwu and his men, there were still loopholes. And so, more Biafrans must have been taken away from Biafra land in the guise of saving them than those who died for starvation. So what is the population of Biafran people? It is easy. Hey, come back home, oh, Batala no law, come back home, oh. Then they come back home. You think one state in Biafra land will be enough to construct toilet for them? The population issue must be considered. So many things. This is something we'll start. In 5 years, if we have agenda, if we have target, we are supposed to have finished our assignment. Now the Kanu is jumping up and down the whole world, wearing Moschino and Versace suit. Fine boy Lambato. Shame on all of you. Some group of individuals say, let's open a foundation in way of a bank. Let's start doing some banking issues that can give our Biafran pounds relevance in the global market. Will you go Losogo Bodogo if I get it correct? Where are those agenda? The moment they introduce it, and the Kanu want to hijack it. Everything you do, you want to hijack it, and he doesn't have idea on what to do. People placed him there. He's just a naughty, brainless idiot. He don't know anything. You just grab your idea, start jumping. But of course, I'm not talking to well-meaning Biafrans who has conscience. I'm talking about those who decide to turn themselves to zombie. What is our population? Oh, you are going to decide who live and who die. You have no idea or room for strategic thinking. And then one of my brokers recently, we talk about territory. Define territory. Where is our territory? Where is the territory of Biafra? You go to the internet, you draft it, you carve it. Do you know all your map of Biafra? Do you know Abo is not inside? Do you know Abo is not inside? The Igbos in Bende State, without trying to relegate anybody or undermine anybody, the Eka people remain the largest. The Eka people remain the ancient. And they are not in all your Biafra map. But I'm here giving you the same unalloyed support in every front. Because what is good is good. What is right is right. You are. And then the issue of governance will bring out de facto customary governance. All of you who actually want our people to be liberated from Nigeria, what effort have you tried to consult the leaders of de facto customary government to know what they are doing? Under this issue of self-determination, you look at capacity to enter into relationship with other states, other countries. The only relationship we have is Ambazonia. Okoko Sibe Wahioro. Ambazonia, they are suffering even more than Biafrans. Ambazonians are suffering in Cameroon more than we are suffering in Nigeria. That is the alliance and the Kanu form. Because we told him. And then they come on Facebook and deceive you. The same way his barristers has turned Facebook now to their courtroom, giving you update. Let Nandekano come out from wherever he is. Let us check if he's the double Nandekano. Because I don't trust Nigeria. We will check his nose, we will check his mouth, we will check. Elohim told me that when Nandekano eventually come out, I should look the neck. Because Buhari has changed him. They took him to Sudan. Mad people. Deceiving your people. Is it because of money? Are we taking this money when we die? It's unfortunate. And of course, that is the second. This criteria raises fundamental questions concerning the right to self-determination of nations of various cultures, legal and indigenous groups. These are some of the things that should be in the list of their priority, whatever activity they want to carry out. We can choose to initiate this principle, or we can decide not to. Whatever the case may be, we are compounding our problem. I will try and go online and bring out one of our brother who will give us a little intro of what is happening in Ubirolo. Because one of the victims was on my platform day before yesterday. Everything ESN will do, everything all of you volunteer, misguided, and the Kano, indigenous people of the Kano, everything you are doing, it is on the expense of our people, on the expense of our brothers and sisters, on the expense of our aged parents, on the expense of the ignorant ones. And yet you don't feel for them. Our land have been desecrated by all of you. And people are not even paying attention to the spiritual consequence. And indigenous people of Nnamdi are there jumping up and down, threatening you. If you want to die, you go and kill yourself. We will defend Biafra land in the last outpost until nobody can bring us down any longer. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. IPOB led by Nnamdi has succeeded in bamboozling everybody, threatening everybody. And you are a witness to this. Why are they not blowing pipeline? Why are they not in Abuja? Why are they not in Sokoto? Now the Kanu junior brother said now the Kanu is in Niger State now. Or if you have man, go to Niger State now. When you once you come, you begin to threaten your people. On the night is here, and we are waiting for you. Come and do good stand. This is supposed to be a matter of choice. If the people wishes to identify with you, fine. But if they don't want to identify with you, you cannot compel them. The same way Nigerians compel us to subdue us. You are doing the same thing and you want us to have faith in you. And so these issues, areas we are looking up in this evening, should be considered in your area of priority. Every pro-Biafran group at this moment, supposedly fighting to restore Biafra, must begin to consider all these things. For how long are we going to lead our people to their death? The supposedly enemy of Biafra are enjoying themselves. And then Nanekano is busy blackmailing and character assassinating everybody. Nanekano and his zombies are busy looking for who to threaten. You see, you will make one mistake, and that will be the last you will make in your life. I must call the people of Biafra. Understand, this is not personal. This is all about confronting evil and facing it holistically. How many widows and orphans are we going to make before we understand we've done enough damage to ourselves? How many of our brothers are we going to lead to their death for us to understand that numerical strength, we are the one reducing ourselves? For God's sake, how many? If the truth hurts you, I'm sorry, you have not even heard it. We are just winding up. And of course, at this moment, our lines are open. And if you wish to make your own contribution on this program, call those lines. The WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. For the last time, the WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. And then our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971. For the last time, our number, our direct and of course, if you cannot access any of the social media platform, you can as well call in through my private social media platform like WhatsApp, Facebook, Telegram, and any of them that you have access to. I'll be back in a minute.
Mommy, don't cry. Daddy, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. I want Onyibe Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra, hello Biafra, hello. I want Onyibe
Yes, caller on the line. Can you hear me? Caller on the line.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Good evening from here. Go ahead. Is your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening. My name is Mazo Enemish. I'm calling from Chateaubriand.
Go ahead, please.
Sorry, I'm just hearing this.
Of course, we lost that caller, and honestly, when you call, be a man. Let's not tell ourselves the truth. My greatest confidence in all these things is that I am among the people who gave Nnamdi Kanu the highest support. And that was when he was doing the right thing. Until he betrayed all of us. Without this child of circumstance, most of you will believe all the rubbish that guy talks about us. He sealed us. He delivered us. He documented us. Where is Peter Obi and Atiku? How much did Benjamin Madubugu collect from them in the name of sending people to go and vote? Having campaigned for no election in Anambra State that led to the death of Chimubi Ukafo. How long are you going to sell our people? How long shall you kill our prophet while we'll stand beside and look? Our people must and not until we understand the implication of what we are doing to ourselves. That is when we are deceiving our people. That is when we will help our people. Just look at since the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu. Go and look at what is going on. Only money. Nnamdi Kanu is Alpha and Omega. We'll put our blood in this thing. And you must understand that. You must understand that there is no room for anybody to sell anybody. No room. And of course, the lines are open. Like I said, you are free to call in. My brother on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. And of course, the caller is still there, but I don't know why he's not talking. Call on WhatsApp. If you can hear me, you go ahead, please. Caller on WhatsApp. You are coming out clear. You have not said anything until you ask this question. Please go ahead, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good evening, sir. Hello, good evening, sir. Can you hear me?
I think we are having issue, and honestly, when you call, just go ahead and make your own contribution. If I'm not hearing you, I will cut you off. If I'm hearing you, I'll let you know. Call on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. And of course, we will go to another caller. At least we are joined by one of the brothers who were arrested in Oberenta. Can you hear me? My brother on WhatsApp.
Clearly, brother. Good evening.
Good evening from
Good
you.
evening, brother.
Go ahead, please.
So my name remains Emeka Obi. I'm calling from Ghana. So what I want to tell my people of Biafra is we will not take because of anything and become afraid of what we are doing. We have to be strong and push it forward because we know at last victory will be us. So the information I want to give my people about other people place. I tell what happened to my father house. I see what is going viral in Facebook about how but the BBC Igbo who go and they cover that story, they did not cover that story. They did not cover the story what military did, because if BBC covered that story, they would have get my father's house, because this incident happened to my father's house and my father was the elderly person in that place. They're supposed to talk ask my father 2 or 3 questions. These people come to my father's house without other houses. Then they took away my 2 brothers away. The worst thing is that one of my brothers that is a mad person, they still took him away. They no know say that person the mad. You understand what I'm saying? So this BBC Igbo, I want to use this platform. Let BBC Igbo know if this message will reach them. They are not going their work. But BBC Igbo is quickly bring the picture of Eastern security. My father brother that they hold there is about 70 years old man. You will see his picture that place. Where did he get AK-47? My other brother there is about 50 years old. So this is total wrong information. BBC are not working to protect Igbo land, but they are working to protect British and the Nigeria history. Because they just went to hotel. I watched them. They just went to the hotel that the military invaded before our house. I hope if the military people invaded that hotel, maybe some people go somewhere. Is that the reason the military will enter a community? And you know that people are living there. They just come there and start putting light in people's house without anything. Without anything. And the BBC did not cover it. What they covered is a hotel, ESN. They were arranging themselves inside the hotel. BBC did not cover that these people destroy a property worth more than 40-something million. Think of how much to put a normal downstage 2 plus upstage where they get 3. How much it is? They did not cover it, but they covered the ESL with a gun. They covered ESL with a gun. I don't know how our people will wake up to and say, let me tell my people, let me tell Biafrans what happened in my father's house. Okay, now, assuming they went to market and they destroy people's shop more than 20. Okay, sorry. It's market, they burn down people's shop, about 15 to 20 shops there. Then burn all of them down. Okay, what happened to people's shop? That day was Sunday. People did not come out. They did not come market that day. Then they destroy all those shops. Why they didn't go and they destroy people's shop? And you see people there, people own shop crying. Some say that they have more than 500,000 inside that shop. Inside that shop. So is that what BBC to reach my place for people to see what happened? I don't know people will reach governors, people who is in need to talk to. I beg them, I beg them, they should release my elderly brother, 2 of them. These people are not a kid. They are not a kid. And they never in their life associate with unknown gunmen or instant security. They are not. And they never handle gun in their life before. And he brought gun, he keep for them, he take them picture. BBC will come, collect a picture, begin the spread to the world. Okay, what of the madman that arrested? The madman name is a good. The arrested madman. Okay, is that madman ESN? Is that not showing that the work they work is total illegal work? Because the madman, his madness is so he always sometimes buy clothes and they change him. Maybe they just change him new clothes that day. They rush go catch him. They don't know say a madman then cash. So my conclude for this matter is our people, the victim that happened to me, it may happen to any other person, and the way to reject it is for our people to be wake up and be said no to unknown gunmen or ESL. This is what I am preaching here every day. I never know that I know that this is ESL. They started from my hometown, where some of our people take the military car. But those people they have catch all of them now, arrested all of them. Since then, I never knew that they will still come and invade any other place again. So, and they give everybody this thing, they beg, make our people know how they behave. Not ESN will not save us. ESN will never save us. And the non-government will never save us. So I want to use this platform to beg our able leader, Asari Dokubo, Chief Wazirike, I beg, may they look into my own matter. Release my brother. That is where I am pleading for. Please, this is my. Hello? Thank you. I'm listening to other people's this thing.
Thank you very much.
Let me come. Let me tell you my brother name.
Go ahead.
I should call their
The
name.
world is listening. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes. My brother name is Chukwu Emmanuel Mba. Chukwu Emmanuel Mba is my brother. Then the other one is Omenife Mbagwo. Omenife Mbagwo is the one of 70 years. The one of 70 years or small to 70 is your Omenife Mbagwo. Then the other one is Chukwumba. So, and they still hold one of my father tenants. They carry one of my father tenants. Born his Okada, where the young boy use the hustle. Because the young boy hear that there is a problem. He never know that he is in our house. The problem is. Then he want to run to come to his place when he live. Come hide in head. At the same time to jam the military people. They just catch him, put fire on his Okada, took him away. So, but that one, I don't know his name because
I know.
the 2 people, the 3 people I have that place. But in that place, most people that you see in that picture, I know half of them. I can be calling them all of them, but the ones that they concern me, I mention. But most people in that picture, I know half of them there.
Thank you very much.
They are not ESL.
Thank you. Your report is noted, and I hope the right people will move on and do the needful. The people of Biafra must understand whether you are sincere enough to tell yourself the truth, whether you decide to lie to yourself, but your inability to consider the collateral damage in any issue that involves the people of Biafra, its consequence is going to boomerang on all of us. But our duty is to keep pointing out these things. This is not personal. There is no IPOB without Mazuchi Mefo. There is no IPOB without Mazu Bide. Nothing like Nnamdi Kanu without Uche Nasi Wike Nwanonenye, among hosts of numerous other. Nnamdi Kanu practically criminalized everybody, and today he leads our people in harm's way. We will upset the balance if that will give our next generation a mindset of belonging. And so those of you threatening, those of you yapping, Cameroon, on WhatsApp. The SS has all these things. Of course, you are indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu. You behave like Nnamdi Kanu, who sent people to hide in a particular location in a bush and still come out on radio and tell the whole world where his men are. And you people can't read the handwriting on the wall. How exactly are we going to move ahead from this mess with the like of Nnamdi Kanu roaming about with China Sanguru? You people don't want to put yourself in our position. Your inability to identify with our child. It's all about money to them. And whoever told you they are fighting for your freedom under the leadership of Nnamdi Kanu, you will get it. How many years on? The brother who just finished making call now, he gave account of people who were arrested. And I tell you the truth, those people who were arrested, go and check all of them. Even madman included. Those are the collateral damage. Of course, on Monday will come out of shame and trying to prove that you are something you are not. Unknown government and ESN will make some move. You know what? By Tuesday, if they ever show their face, we will give you the record of how many of our women will be raped by Nigerian army. We will tell you how many youth that will be massacred. We will let you know how many houses that will be burnt down. You don't wound an animal you cannot kill. And of course, if you must go for hunting, you must be prepared for what is to come. My brother on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud.
Something may be truly wrong with your line, but go ahead. Let's see if we can manage it. Can you hear me? Is the phone close to your mouth?
I can.
Yes.
I can hear you.
You can hear me, but your voice is very faint. Hide the volume of your phone. Better now.
I want to appreciate you for what you are doing for us, my administrator. I want to appreciate all Biafrans for standing on the path of truth. It is not easy, but we are going to survive this situation. You see, this thing is not a new thing in the Biafran story. It has happened before. We had suffered killings from our oppressors, and it is about to happen again because these criminals are bringing war, and artificial war in our land. And you know, we are always the victims. We are the ones that will suffer in the end. We are the ones they will rape our mothers. There has never been a time we benefited from violence. There has never been a time the Biafran story has experienced, a sweet story. All the times we have been hearing one sort of violent activity or the other, and we are the ones losing. Can't we learn from the past? Look at the voice note our administrator,
the level of admitted facility being used by most of these telecommunication network providers is unimaginable. And of course, that is the cost of Nigeria. They cannot give you anything that is sustainable, that is viable, or can serve its original purpose. The electricity is nothing to talk about, and for even other social media network. But meanwhile, we have to endure it, we have to cope with it until finally Biafra is restored. There are numerous reasons why we are agitating for the restoration of Biafra. And until we are able to organize ourselves, we'll be wailing wailers for a very long time. And somebody somewhere is deliberately trying to initiate a state of anarchy as a result of Biafra issue. And then they do it with confidence. They do not consider some of the challenges, the consequence of their actions. But to them, as far as they can intimidate you into submission, and you move back and cowardice into fear, and then they answer that they are your leader. Nobody is our leader. On this issue, nobody is our leader. We are all equal stakeholder, and only this mindset will set us free. Imagine a nation run by Nnamdi Kanu. Just sit back, tell yourself the truth. Imagine a nation run by Nnamdi Kanu. But the point is that he never knew he was this weak. He never knew he was this useless until we put his righteousness to the test, even as a God that he is. And now where are they? They are dragging money. Then I tell you, we have new account. Chike Duzen will tell you, don't go to that account. Then others will be saying, it is this account. Go and look at every opportunity that has been given to Nigeria to kill the Biafran people. You will see all of them. All of them. Once they finish killing our people, the next thing is fundraising. Let us help our people. Let us raise money. We need this money. We need money. Nothing more, not less. Nothing more, nothing less. And of course, we must continue to disseminate this information. Every Biafran in Biafra land, if you want to sit at home on Monday in solidarity with IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu, you are free to do that. But if you are going out there to hustle for what you and your family will eat, my brother, the express is open. I have informed us how they function and what their target may be. They will come out very early in the morning and block the road. and they will victimize the first set of people who are hurrying to their marketplace. And this eventually will send a negative effect message to our people, and then nobody will be able to come up. Let me check one or two issues that is wrong with my line. I'll be back in a minute.
Soldiers keep on killing us because we said for freedom. Yeah, take my life, but you can never take away that joy. Freedom is ours. We got what it takes to live. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Awumoye Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Freedom is here. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Awumoye Biafra, Biafra, my country, Biafra. Yes, we never give up. Yes, we no go give up. Never give up. No, no they give up. My country Biafra, we no go give up. We have what it takes, we have what it takes. Biafra, yeah, yeah, yo.
Yes, of course, we will not give up. We will start telling our people the truth. We will continue to say the truth until we all make it part of our own beating heart. The people of Biafra must rise up and understand the need to defend our land when we have a lot of people who are trying to bring in ferment trouble in Biafra land. Most of them are in their comfort zone. They take advantage of your not having the ability to access media platform that will tell you the truth. We are here to defend the interests of Biafran people. We are here to initiate for modalities on how Biafra can be restored. We are here to ensure our people are properly organized, are able to deliver Biafra, undiluted Biafra to our people. And honestly, I understand at this moment not all of you can be able to connect on the line, but yet still keep trying. Still keep trying, because so many enemies fighting very hard to frustrate the real children of God from doing their work. But whatever the case may be, you must understand that we are not in a hurry. We are not going anywhere, and we will make sure that our message get home. Our message must get home. How many people have died because of this agitation? And as a result of being misled? How many? How many more will have to die? Now the Kano will quench his thirst with China Sanguru for blood. This was not what we agreed. This was not part of the agenda of self-determination. These were not part of it. But the most painful aspect is that our people, most of our people, they have lost their mind already. They have lost their mind already. They cannot fathom, they cannot see clearly the impending danger that will befall our people if we fail to correct our ways. We keep engaging the global community. We keep doing what is necessary until Biafra is restored. Of course, having one or two challenges on this end from my network, and when I give it a little bit try and it didn't work, we will call it a day, and then we'll continue from where we have stopped tomorrow. Make no mistake about it, nobody will be allowed to sell the next generation under our watch. Nobody. This is still Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio Station, and for the avoidance of doubt, we are streaming live, and with every degree of certainty we are reaching to Biafrans across the globe. And those of you in Anambra, River State, and some part of Delta State who are receiving the frequency, it is on 100.5 FM. Tell your neighbors, be part of this great move. I think they have released my network, so let's go back online. Brother Alonso, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear, sir.
The world is listening. Go ahead. You're coming out fine now. Go ahead, please.
Hello, Biafrans all over the world. Like I was saying, I was raising a very important concern. You know, this is our land. This is our motherland. We don't have any other place to run to. Don't mind this ugly man trying to, ask his relations to leave Biafra land and go to safe places. And then what about vulnerable people that don't have means to get to Biafra land? How can we leave our land for people, Nigerian men to occupy? Is this where we signed up for? Can you hear me very clearly? Okay, that's good. All right. I'm saying that it is wickedness for somebody to intentionally, plan evil and then act his relations to leave Biafra land, whereas vulnerable people are trapped inside Biafra land who are going to suffer damage. This is an organized genocide by people we call our brothers. This is unfair. This is evil. This is uncanny. It is not acceptable. You don't need evil to preserve a Biafra land. How we look like when Biafra will not be running Nigerian police and military authorities. How does it sound? I'm asking you, these people who are organizing this terror in Biafra land are not evil. These people organizing this. Can you hear me now? All right. Biafrans, I'm saying that this evil that IPUB is planning against Biafrans, it is unacceptable. We cannot allow these people to continue to, bring chaos in our land. If they want to prove to us that they are really very virile and formidable. They can shoot down Nigeria in a twinkle of an eye. Let them carry their weapons. What the things they have to Nigeria territories, maybe in Abuja or Kaduna in the north, and then what the stuff they are made of in Biafra land where people are going to be victimized. The testimony of our brother calling from Ghana. People not just every people 70 and 50 state, of course, they could be innocent, they are less dry. They have been victimized the world don't know about. Yet we call ourselves, people of. So I'm trying to say that in the end, it's the end of the day, these people causing these people now will go back and seek for amnesty and plead for mercy. So that's how Citizen is. First of all, our leader.
My brother, I really don't know what is wrong with your line this evening. I can't personally make out anything you're saying on this line. Maybe you have to cut it and call back again. I just can't pick what you are saying. Your voice is very low.
Now?
But when I correct you, your voice will come up, and then when you continue, it dies down. Maybe you check the volume of your phone. Makes sense. We are transmitting and nobody can get what we are saying. Try and check the volume of your phone and then you call back in some minutes.
I just increased it now.
And so why are you doing it before? Go ahead, let's see if we can manage it.
All right. Yes, I'm saying that this thing happened, a similar thing happened before. We had an experience of war and we saw how it was. Our then leader, the People's General, this war was fought in Biafra land. I want to get a picture of what these people are trying to bring back again. This war happened in Biafra land. It didn't happen anywhere in Nigeria territory at all. Nigerians were living their life peacefully, whereas we are the people dying in our numbers.
Do you know some people from the West don't even know this Biafra war we are talking about? Do you know many people in the West don't even know this horrible experience or ordeal we went through as a people? They just circulate us and brought war
criminals want to replicate. My goodness, it pains me. It pains me that our generation we are docile. Like we don't want stand up against evil and speak against evil before it face. This is just happening. So many people are putting their arms as if it's not serious. When it starts, this war doesn't look you. It doesn't know your face. You might be the next person that will be attacked. And so, but if the right thing is done beforehand, we will correct things, and things will not escalate. Ojukwu fled. He went on exile. And then he came back to Nigeria after Biafra has been re-annexed into Nigeria, and he was pardoned by Shehu Shagari. I think that was in 1982. He then re-strategized his mission as somebody that has the vision to restore his people. He thought of another way, an alternative. He sought for Biafra in a political, perspective. Even though people already knew that, since he led an unprepared war, he could not, deliver the mandate. He was the people's general. People's general came back for Senate, and then he lost for Senate. What could that tell you? It shows that our people knows, what they want at a particular time. If you give them what they don't want, they might not protest because they will be defending themselves. But at the end of the day, you will see that they will paint it on your face. That look at what you did to us. We are happy with this, and we are going to pay you with what you deserve. But the case of Nnamdi Kanu and his criminal ESN is a different case because it is not legitimate. We did not give him the mandate. Nobody asked him to secure us. That Eastern Security Network, that security is just a bluff. It's just rubbish. These people are terrorist organization. Look at this one that happened at Milezibo in Anambra State just recently. They went to, organize a criminal attack against innocent person. At the end of the day, they were brought down by Nigerian police and community vigilante. They were burnt, and people were praising. They were rejoicing over jungle justice. That is jungle justice, to kill somebody by burning the person and not trying the person in court. Is jungle justice. So, but they are rejoicing because these people are criminals. Look at people you are giving Biafra to restore for you. Criminals. At the end of the day, the military will not be as if they are our savior. They are not our savior. They are killing us. They are using this opportunity to do their heinous crimes against our people. They did the what they did this last time and bought our people's shops. This is what these criminals want to replicate again. And tomorrow now, it will look as if they are fighting for Biafra. They are not fighting for Biafra. They are victimizing us in our own case. They are discrediting the very reason why we are fighting for Biafra. It's as if we are attacking ourselves. It's as if we are legitimizing evil. It's as if law, and if it happens to be a free and fair judgment, he should face his judgment and serve his sentence. He shouldn't victimize Biafrans. As a matter of fact, the way it should have been done is if this so-called ghost or whatever they call it should be members of IPOB that will observe that, not other members of other groups. We are not happy with.
It's always the same network issue, but what to do? If you are still there and you can connect back, you call, let's see how it's going to be. And of course, with this recent development we are having on the line and our internet, it may be beginning to wind up. And first of all, I will appreciate those of you who are able to call in to make your contribution, and those of you that I may not be able to receive your call. Tomorrow is another day, and we continue from where we stop. The people of Biafra must understand that there are certain issues that must be on the list of our priority. We cannot be distracted, we cannot lose sight and what is supposed to be done. And so, because of these technical issues, I will round up on this program. And of course, we start from where we stop tomorrow morning. My sincere apology, and God be with us. And of course, if it's possible for me, I may have to even come back on the second segment. So don't go too far. And God be with all of you. Good night from here.
Bible clearly shows where the true Israelites are and where the Messiah is going to gather his people. Judah, he's going to gather from the four corners of the earth. But the other tribes, he will gather from beyond the rivers of Cush in Africa.
Like a candle in the night that came and blew us away.
And like a thief in the night that came and stole it away.
We've been in the bondage for so long. We need a light.
All the Biafrans should stand up, rise up for your freedom.
It's a freedom song.
Freedom song.
Culture, now we are no one, so no more briefings, we gotta go.
Our tradition is live and let's live, but they are killing us now, we need to face.
See this land is spin, we need a better to it, to make it work out, we need to be like Punch.
We fighting for our freedom, we gotta stand up, searching for the garden of Eden.
We are freedom fighters, light up the lighter.
monkey and donkey, they are not the same. See me a Rasta man, me not tell you how I feel. In a Milan, they ma make a fist of it.